and it occurs right at the cultivation of this year's rice harvest.
ลองไหม
I would love to, yeah.
เนี่ยบัวไทยอ้วนนี่ก็ผมมีขึ้น
มะม่วงกี่โลอ่ะก็ได้หัวฮะนี่เป็นสวยฮะดาวรถ
When they burn a whole area, and then it, because all the ash is like really,
yes, fast.
Yeah, and then things grow quickly again afterwards.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it's only like
every day they watch the news from economy. Yes, economy is coming to everywhere, and then everything is changed.
Yes.
Like now in Pai, they grew only soybean. Because the soybean is good for selling, good for money too, and then they don't know after that the soil no good or you no have a food. Yeah, lemongrass you have to use all the time in your kitchen in Thai. Yes, galangal, ginger, many things, and vegetable too. Yes, now you buy from like in Pai. Yes, you buy from Chiang Mai. Yes, we can grow here, but we not grow. Why? Yes, because we following with the economy. We following with the news. Oh, they, from company they come to the village and then said, okay, you grow this one. It's good price for you. I will give the seed. I will give the fertilizer. I will give the chemical to you. Yes, they look like, oh, I can get the money and then I can buy the bad things. Yeah, cell phone. Yeah, like no need to use sometime. Yes, you. I see the people from the Western. You never know how to start a fire. Yes, even the simple things. Yes, because you lost of this already. You lost of the culture, traditional. Yes, you lost your love from the family. Yes, you try to get this love. Yes, you try to get the good food. You try to know where the food is coming, because you know only the food in the market, in the store. Yes, the banana, when you are thinking you are cooking, you thinking in the supermarket. Yeah, the vegetable there, garlic there, onion there.
You don't think where it comes from.
Yes,
you're not directly
you don't know where
it
it's come from.
You remove.
Yes, different from me. When I'm thinking about, okay, I'm cooking what I'm cooking for dinner today. I was thinking, the food is there, garlic is there, onion is there. Yeah, no use in the supermarket. Yes, this is different. You want to learning and you want to know.
At the end of last year, I was able to get a copy of this film to send out in time for the second Primaculture Festival, and I'd like to express again my love and gratitude to this family. I promised I'd come back to visit again someday. By sharing their marvelous home with so many, they've helped spread hope across many continents. Manilla, the capital of the Philippines, is hot and gray and thick during the day, just waiting for the night so it can awaken and turn on. At night, cities of the Philippines burst into song. Everyone karaoke's and videoke's at any opportunity. Manila nights also find young female guest relations officers hitting the streets and gross Western men attached to their arms. But I was only in the capital a few days. The Philippines retains widespread Christianity and English speaking from its time as a Spanish and American colony, but there are places further afield that have held on to more traditional culture. 6 hours to the north, in the heart of the Cordillera Mountains, lies Baguio City, a beautiful college town nestled among pine forest high in the clouds. Almost 100 years ago, this mountain retreat was designed to hold 20,000 inhabitants, and now its daytime population is around 150,000. So it does have a waste management issue, smog from the jeepneys, and it's the most landslide-prone city in the Philippines. But the spread of red houses on the hill really are breathtakingly beautiful. And about 20 minutes away lies the small municipality of Tublay, which is a lot more peaceful still. Here, the Cosalan family, who are of the Ibeloy tribe, and descended from town founders, have a compound of houses. And from here, it's about an hour hike, or an hour pickup ride over a very bumpy road, to ENCA Farm. This side of the mountain has been in the Cosalan family since the 1800s. They hid from the Japanese here during the Second World War, and though for 30 years they had to engage in legal battles with the government over the land title, Uncle Andy finally won the case in 2001, an unprecedented victory for Cordilleran people's rights to their ancestral land. ENCA is named for Enrique and Carmen, who celebrated her 80th birthday while I was on the farm. It's mostly run by totally warm Auntie Olive, who lives here full-time, and totally cool Uncle Bob, who drives in every day listening to Igorot country music. Sherry, the wonderful and extremely driven Peace Corps volunteer, has spent almost 3 years here, helping bear fruit for the Cosalan's vision of turning the 40 hectares into an ecotourism site, with its primary goal teaching respect for the environment. Since the farm went public in 2006, there have been over 300 visitors, and there are all sorts of projects in the works, nature trails, tilapia ponds, and a mud oven, as the whole farm is completely off the grid. I was the first woofer on the farm, the first in the Philippines ever, apparently, and I lived in a 2-story nipa hut perched on the mountain ridge. My time on the farm was in between seasons. The monsoons weren't quite over, and they were waiting for the new moon in October to harvest the root crops and plant the above-ground greens. So I spent my time weeding a slope of Arabica coffee trees and mixing cement for a CR. Comfort room is the name Filipinos use for what I call the poo-poo room. I also got to attend classes during Environmental Science Week at Benguet State University, where Auntie Linda worked, and where Sherry guest lectured. Here she asked students to draw their ideal use of land with a river down the middle, then lined them all up and showed how communities upstream affect communities downstream. And I got to field trip to other organic teaching farms in the area where they researched different methods of composting and taught local farmers about organic growth.
May tulong na rin ka po. Awan?
Next day, pagano naman. Turning ba? Turning.
Every day?
Every day para mabilis for 1 week. Then after 1 week, hayaan mo na yan. That's well halo na. Dry manure. Sure, because you don't need to water it anymore. There's moisture. Because you have to have a certain level of moisture so that heat will come in. Yeah? Talk about shit now.
Yeah, yeah.
The traffic has been isolated. That's why it's up there.
Yeah, huh?
Far from everybody.
Oh, okay. Hi, sweetie.
Uuwi yan.
Huh?
Uuwi yan.
Before you go home, you'll
Yes.
mix some shit.
Sure, of course. Of course. That's what I'm here to do.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.